Good evening, everybody. Now the subject radar engineering, and the topic is ambiguity functions. So let us start. Ambiguity function basically in pulse radar and sonar signal processing. An ambiguity function, it is a two-dimensional function of time, delay, and Doppler frequency. It is denoted by the chi, and as we have discussed, it depends on two parameters: time delay, which is denoted by this tau, and Doppler frequency, which is denoted by the f. You may write dfd in subscript. Okay, d indicate the Doppler frequency. So this ambiguity function showing the distortions of a return pulse due to the receiver matched filter due to the Doppler shift of the return from a moving target. Ambiguity function is determined by the properties of the pulse and the matched filter. That's why it depends on two parameters: time delay and Doppler frequency. For a given complex baseband pulse St, the narrowband ambiguity function is given by chi tau f equal to integration minus infinite to infinite st s conjugate t minus tau e to the power j 2 pi f t dt. Here asterisk, uh, which is the complex conjugate. For 0 Doppler shift means if the Doppler frequency f equal to 0, this reduced to the autocorrelation of st. You can see here in this equation, if f equal to 0, e to the power 0 is 1, then you have the function integration minus infinite to infinite st s asterisk t minus tau, and which is the expression of autocorrelation. We know that autocorrelation function, it is the measure of similarity between a signal st and its delayed version. It shows how the signals are match. So it is known as the measure of the similarity, or the autocorrelation. Now the radar ambiguity function represent the output of the matched filter, and it describe the interference caused by the range and or Doppler shift of a target when compared to a reference target of equal RCS. RCS means radar cross section, which we have discussed earlier. Okay, and a radar cross section, we know that cross section means if you have anything and if you cut that thing, the portions, or you can say the parts, they have if they have the similar length, width, they are known as the cross sections. Okay, so you may cut the things in many ways, all things will be the cross sections. So here we are discussing about the target's cross section. Alright, when the ambiguity function chi tau f equal to 0 0 means the time delay is 0 and the Doppler frequency is 0, it means matched filter output is perfectly matched to the signal reflected from the target of interest. In other words, returns from the nominal target are located at the of ambiguity function. Thus, the ambiguity function at non-zero tau and fd represent returns from some range and Doppler different from those for the nominal target. The radar ambiguity function is normally used by radar as a means of studying different waveforms. It can provide insight about how different radar waveforms may be suitable for the various radar applications. It is also used to determine the range and Doppler resolution for a specific radar waveform. We if we plot the radar function, that is known as if we plot this ambiguity function, which is known as the ambiguity diagram. So the 3D plot of the ambiguity function versus frequency and time delay is called the radar ambiguity diagram. Now see single pulse ambiguity function. Consider the normalized rectangular pulse ST, and you can see here, if this is the time delay scale tau, this is the Doppler frequency, this will be the function ambiguity function, which is denoted by this tau fd square. This is the ideal ambiguity function. Okay, so see, if you have a rectangular pulse st, it is denoted by 1 by under root tau rect t by tau dash, then the chi tau fd equal to, by the definition, integration minus infinite to infinite st as asterisk t minus tau e to the power j 2 pi f dt. If we put the value of st from equation 1 to equation number 2, then this function will be modulus of chi tau fd whole square equal to modulus 1 minus mod tau by tau dash sin pi fd tau dash minus tau by pi fd tau dash minus tau whole square. Okay, and then this function, this modulus of chi tau fd whole square is known as the ambiguity function. Now the radar ambiguity function. The radar ambiguity function for a signal ST is defined as the modulus squared of its 2D correlation function. Hence, this is denoted by the modulus of chi tau fd whole square, okay, which is given by this expression. Now, modulus of chi tau fd whole square equal to integration minus infinite to infinite st s asterisk t minus tau e to the power j 2 pi fd dt whole square. Now the properties of the radar ambiguity function. The value for the ambiguity function occurs at tau fd equal to 0 0 and is equal to 4e square. 4e square, remember, let st is the signal and its energy is defined by the E, then we know that E equal to integration minus infinite to infinite st whole square dt. Now maximum ambiguity function, it is denoted by the modulus of chi tau fd whole square equal to modulus of chi 0 0 means because tau and fd both are the 0 whole square. Now if we put this value here or in this function, you may see we are putting here f equal to 0 and tau equal to 0, then we have the value 2e square. Why 2e square? Because here st, 1 st and 2 st you have, okay, and integration of st square is known as the e. You have two functions, so that we have this 2e square. Now 2e square is the 4e square, 2e whole square, so it is the 4e square as we have discussed. So the maximum value for the ambiguity function at 0 0 and its value is 4e square. The ambiguity function is symmetric. We know the meaning of symmetric, means if we put tau or minus tau, fd minus fd, the value will be the same. It is symmetric about the origin. Alright. Now the third is the total volume under the ambiguity function is constant. So by this expression we can see. Next, if the function SF is the Fourier transform of signal ST, then by using Parseval's theorem we can write this. Parseval's theorems, if we have to find the energy or the power without knowing its uh, time domain, okay, we just use its Fourier transform or Fourier functions, we can calculate the things. Okay, so these are the properties of the ambiguity functions. Thank you so much.